Good morning. Today we are visited by our shop owner, Jared. How are you this morning, Jared?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Now, I woke up today with a lot of gratitude for being a part of the Lucky Bamboo tattoo team, and I thought it might be a good opportunity to tell people what sets Lucky Bamboo above the rest as it pertains to other tattoo shops.
Well, I guess to go back and I guess tell the story of how that even happened is, I've been tattooing for, well, close to 30 years, and I had worked in several different shops. And during my experiences at these shops, I always, notated in my mind what I didn't like, right? The things like, oh, I would do this different. And this was for years I did this, right? Of kind of dreaming of how I would do it and how I would want it. And that's a lot of different things, right? It was like I didn't like the open space. I noticed I had way more people pass out in an open tattoo environment, more nervous people, one set of music for the whole studio, which doesn't fit, room to room. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have a high anxious client and you're playing screamo, you know what I mean? Then
Yeah, that might lead to a raise in anxiety, which would lead to that increase of passing out and losing consciousness.
yes, so a controlled environment, putting a lot of heart into the build out of the studio and making it nice, like spending the right amount of money to do that, not just slap some shit together and open a tattoo shop, because that's how I felt the majority of them were done. Just putting a lot of pride and quality into it, and having it run like any other professional business. And that's the other big part of it is so many tattoo studios lack professionalism and an actual business structure.
Oh, yeah.
And that's my background. My background is business. I have a lot of business education, and so I approached the tattoo studio from a professional business aspect, and that's a big part of what makes it different. Aside from, like I said, the private rooms and more controlled environments for each artist, proper staff to do job, be able to help clients. That's another thing that's hugely lacking in tattoo studios, right? That's a big complaint here. Like, well, they wouldn't get back to me. It was hard to get booked, or
Yeah.
and that's crazy because that's your job is to book people, right? So, I mean, as a tattoo artist.
Yeah.
And then cleanliness is another huge thing that I want the shop to be, prideful of, and have it be, higher than the standard, what our regulations are. I want to go over and beyond sanitization, sterilization, and cleanliness in general.
Excellent. So what it sounds like is that you've really put a lot of thought and consideration into the environment, not only for the clients, but for your artists and then your staff as well. And I know we really appreciate the environment that you offer us as clients. Was there anything else you wanted to add in while we're talking about your business model?
I guess you just brought up one last, I guess, good point. Is that's the other key element is the people in the business, right? And sometimes you get a weed and you have to pull the weed, but finding like-minded people that want to be part of the mission, and do like working here and do love what Lucky Bamboo stands for, I think is really important and contributes to the overall vision of the business.
Excellent. Well, I do appreciate the opportunity to work for you, and I also appreciate your input on this topic.
Well, I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
We'll see ya.